Hey guys, let's talk about this year's Nobel Prize winner in the field of medicine and physiology. The two fellows, Julius and Patapotian, both are from USA, and they've been awarded Nobel Prize for a very important discovery. The guess for everyone this year to have somebody who contributed in making of the vaccines against the coronavirus, but it did not happen so. The prize had been given to the two scientists who worked on the receptors. The kind of receptor they worked on is very different. Like we already know about the vision, we already know about the taste or smell, but we do not know about the certainty about how exactly the temperature receptor works. So the two scientists, David Julius and Peter Potin, Julius started his work in the University of California, USA, and he used a chemical from capsicum, we call as capsaicin, and which basically causes a burning sensation whenever any person who comes in the contact with. So capsaicin is already known to activate the nerve cell and same receptor which causing the pain sensation. But how this chemical actually exerted its function was not known with the certainty. Julius, along with his co-worker, created a library of the million of the DNA fragment corresponding to the genes that are expressed in the sensory neurons, which can react to the pain, heat, and touch. Julius and colleague hypothesized that the library would include a DNA fragment encoding the protein capable of reacting to the capsaicin. They expressed individual genes from this collection in cultured cell normally do not react to the capsaicin. After a laborious research, a single gene was identified that was able to make cell capsaicin sensitive. And this experiment revealed and that gene was identified and the receptor was known later on called as TRPV1, and this had ability to respond against the heat. And this was the heat sensing receptor, which is going to be activated at the temperature perceived and as a painful as well. Similarly, the Aldam Patapotian, a Lebanese who turned later on from this wanton country to the USA for his further studies and work, and he discovered a receptor which is for the touch or the pressure sensitive cell, and discovered a novel class of sensor that respond to the mechanical stimuli in the skin and the internal organs. Exactly what the Potopian and his team did was they switched around 72 individual genes in a cell off and on one by one and poked the cell with a small pipette, that is a micropipette, to discover or to observe how the genes within the cell reacted. They found a gene that appeared to be responsible for the pain because what they silenced that gene, the cell was, it rendered insensitive. That means it was a work which involved knowing the gene and silencing it. If it is silenced, the cell become insensitive. If it is on, cell is going to be sensitive. In the process, they come across with the two genes, PyGO1 and the PyGO2. And further studies establish that the PyGO1 and 2 are the ion channel receptor, basically the calcium ion channel receptor. When pressure is exerted on the cell membrane, then they are going to be expressed. That is what they told to Nobel Committee. Look at this. First, we see the Poutoponian. You can see they're using a pipette to press it, and the kind of gene which is expressing is going to be silenced in the next. First step, it is going to be active or switched on, and the second step is going to be switched off. That means this gene is going to be silenced. Look at what it encode for. These two genes encode for a channel receptor. So when you look at here, when the mechanical force is exerted, the channel which was already closed, it is going to be open up and the ion enter, and ion specifically known to be calcium ion. So this is the receptor TRPV1, which is a temperature and heat pain receptor, core body temperature, inflammatory pain, neuropathic pain, visceral pain, and protective reflexes. Whereas the PGO1, that is a touch proprioception, which is for the mechanical pain, urination, respiration, blood pressure, and the skeletal remodeling. Just look at the deeper meaning of this discovery will help a lot of medicine to be developed in the future and will provide a very true line on that they adhere to in order to develop the novel medicines. Look at the another way the TRPV1 was discovered when the temperature is rising up around 43 and more. This channel is going to be open. So David Julius and Aldem Pautupan use the chemical substances that is called the methanol to identify the TRPM8, a receptor that was shown to be activated by the cold, and additional ion channel related to the RPV1 and TRPM8 were identified and found to be activated by a range of different temperature. So at the same time, the temperature, heat, pain, and the cold temperature receptor also have been discovered. This is a cap skin, and this is the real structure. You can see the transmembrane protein, and they are having the helical structure. Similarly, one for the methanol is a TRPM8 and TRPA1 for the mustard ion. They are the receptors which has been discovered in the process. And this is calcium ion channel. There's a protein STIM1. This is the one which is present on the endoplasmic reticulum. We know the endoplasmic reticulum, there'll be two sources of the calcium ion. Calcium ion can come from the outside, from the cell, from the exterior of the cell to the interior of the cell, or another way is that the storehouse of the calcium ion is going to be endoplasmic reticulum. Probably one pathway already is known, that is based on inositol triphosphate pathway, which will bind to this and open up the calcium ion channel. So hopefully you understood the mechanism, the way they have discovered it. And thank you for watching this. Hope it will add on to your information. Thank you very much.